Welcome inside the Next One Studio, live with you, Colin Brown, for another episode of Colin's Corner. Today we are joined by Cal State Northridge, or formerly of Cal State Northridge, now San Diego State guard, Terrell Gomez. Terrell, first and foremost, how are you, man? Obviously during this odd time with the coronavirus, and how have you been able to stay in tune with the game?
I've been doing good, man. Just really been in the house, just doing the protocols that they're saying on the news. Stay in the house. I'm really just in the house doing push-ups, sit-ups, things of that nature. Trying to go in the backyard, dribble. Every now and then I'll go to the park, try to run a couple 17s, make sure I'm getting my cardio in. But besides that, I just really just been in the house watching movies, watching basketball, film, stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems like it's been very hard for guys I talk to get in a gym. I would assume, Terrell, out there, that's probably not accessible right now for you.
Yeah, it's not very accessible. Usually it's pretty easy for me to find a gym, but right now it's not very accessible, with this pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. Scary times out there. Well, glad to hear you're well. Let's dive into it a little bit. Obviously, you had some terrific seasons at Cal State Northridge, two-time first-team all-conference performer, led the league this year in points per game, over 19 a contest. But I'm going to get to the three-point single-season record you have. What does that mean to you, first and foremost? And obviously, the NCAA moved the three-point line back this season. Did that play a factor at all in your shooting ability or in your game at all?
Well, there is adjustments that have to be made, a little bit, moving the line back. So really, before the season, my whole life, I've always been shooting from deep range. I know it wouldn't play a big part by trying to think about it too much. I just try to get my reps in like I usually do. Certain things I do when I shoot to just get me ready. I just did it, stayed confident, and then, to be honest, the coaches up there at that school gave me the green light and let me shoot. So I appreciate them for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you had some terrific campaigns over there. Obviously, you made the decision last week. You're headed to San Diego State. Brian Dutcher and his staff, I'm sure, are very happy to have you. But when you look back on your time in Northridge, what will you remember most? What was, the biggest takeaways you have from playing there?
Biggest takeaways I could probably say is learning from Jim Herrick, Mo Williams, those guys right there. They really helped me get a whole lot better. I appreciate them. Coach Jim Herrick giving me a lot of wisdom, things like that. And then Mo Williams really just helping me with my game overall, getting me better throughout the summer and stuff like that. I will also just say, I had some great moments there, winning some big games, hitting some big shots. So I really just appreciate CSUN basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Terrific seasons. Now, obviously, turning to a new chapter. You're headed down to San Diego State to play for Coach Dutcher. Obviously, take us into that decision. What options were available for you in the transfer market? I'm sure you were getting blown up with different opportunities. What was available? And in the end, why San Diego State?
I was getting blown up the first day, but I was going with really who needed me the most and who wanted me. I cut it down pretty fast. First day I got so many calls, about 50, 60 calls. And then, I kind of cut my list down in 2-3 days. The Arkansas, Washington State, Iowa State, and San Diego State. Honestly, I was close to going to Iowa State. I feel like the coaching staff there is very genuine. They're great people. It'd be nice if they actually could start to recruit more in California. That'd be pretty dope. I was thinking about going to Arkansas because they have Earl Boykins on staff. I felt like having Earl Boykins push for me after my college career would have been big. Washington State, I thought about it. Pac-12, good conference, but in all reality, San Diego State was just close to home. I know a lot of people. It was a lot of connections. I feel like I could go there and flourish. They told me that they're going to teach me how to play the pick and roll better, help me with my floater. And then I heard that they're really good defensively. So I feel like those are some things I need to really get better at. And being on a great defensive team, you have no choice but to be better defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look back this season, I'm sure you're very aware San Diego State, a terrific season. Guys like KJ Fegan, and Malachi Flynn, transfers before you to come into the program. Did you talk with those guys, or did they play any role in this? Obviously, watching them come over from other schools and really flourish right away. Aztecs, would have been a top seed in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I did. I talked to KJ Fagan. He hit me up saying that he thinks my game is perfect for the system because I played against KJ a few times. He said, man, your game is perfect for this system. So he just told me, like, I really think you should go there, and told me about it. He said it's a good setup. They treat you like you're in the NBA down there. So I was like, okay. So I checked it out, did my homework on some things, and the coaching staff did a great job of recruiting me.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a program, obviously, that has great history this last season. Sad that they couldn't be in the NCAA tournament. From your perspective, obviously a Division I player, the coronavirus affected several conference tournaments, and then the NCAA tournament done away with. What were your thoughts when you heard that the NCAA tournament was not going to happen?
I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen when major programs started to shut their thing down. So being in the Big West, I'm like, okay, we got to shut ours down now. So it kind of sucked because I feel like Northridge was getting hot. We had won our last 4 games. We had just beat Irvine. We were hot. And, everybody knows that March is about who's playing at their best, who's playing at their peak. And, it sucked because I really thought we were going to go to the NCAA tournament. And especially for a program like San Diego who had a remarkable season, I felt like we were going to for sure make it to the Sweet 16. They feel like they have some unfinished business. So I got to go in there. When I go in there, I got to be serious and, try to help them get back to what they were the previous season so that, because they feel like they have unfinished business.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, you guys were hot coming down the stretch. I'm sure that was very frustrating, obviously, to have your season end so dramatically. But moving forward, obviously, you're headed over to San Diego State, we've mentioned. Have you talked with any of your new teammates, obviously the coaching staff, I'm sure, about any goals, or what are you looking forward to most? Obviously, reaching the NCAA tournament, I'm sure, is one. What have you chatted with about them here for the upcoming 2020-2021 season?
Well, I chatted with, a few of my teammates, Matt Mitchell, Adam Seiko, Jordan Shackle, talked to them. I know I'm really trying to go in there and win, I just want to show them that I have the formula to win. Show the other guys on the team I have the formula to win. And I feel like we really can. I feel like this is no more than a 6-loss team, 7-loss team. I think we can have a really, really great season. Overall, Coach Brian Dutcher really, really just expressed to me that I got a guard. So that's what I like about it. He's going to challenge me too, because I feel like for me to get to where I need to get to, I need somebody to coach me hard defensively so I can become a pest, so that when I try to go to the next level, I can really, really get a good shot. And then also, I talked to assistant coaches on the staff. And they told me about what they want to help me on. And I was like, man, I appreciate that. And, I'm thankful that you guys can help me out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at your game, obviously tremendous seasons at Northridge, lightning quick, speed, agility, playing on both ends of the floor, 3-level scoring talent. When you look at your game, who do you model yourself after? Who do you look up to that plays in the NBA right now today? And what do you think you need to improve on going forward, getting there to San Diego State?
Guys I look up to in the NBA, I watch Chris Paul. I like to see how Damian Lillard pull up in transition, things like that. I watch Pierre Jackson, who's not in the NBA, but he's somebody great for me to watch. My mentor, Pooh Jeter, who plays in China. So those are some guys I look up to. First thing I need to work on this summer, I'm working on all summer, is my floater. I'm a pull-up guy. I have touch from anywhere on the court. I can make 5-footers, 8-footers, 40-footers. But just my touch, floater around the rim, when the trees come. And then also just my pressure defense. My just guarding the ball, I'm fine. But my pressure defense is what I need to work on, turning people, becoming a pest. And that's what Coach Dutcher says he's going to make me better at.
Yeah, exciting things to come. Obviously, Terrell, congrats on your decision to head over to San Diego State. Big things. You guys are looking forward to having a big season. Did terrific things, obviously, in Northridge. What did it mean to you to lead the conference in scoring before I let you go here in 2019-2020? Over 19 points per game. Individually, team-wise, what does that mean to you on your end?
Man, it means a lot though, because I really put time into this process. I got to give a shout out to all the managers at Northridge who rebounded for me like at 12 at night, 11 at night, day before games. Just the staff letting me shoot the ball, trusting me. I pride myself being really efficient. I'm just be honest. That's not me being efficient is not on accident. You know, when I work out, I do certain drills that make me efficient. So I'm just blessed, thankful. I'm really blessed that I was able to have a healthy season. I believe that as we know what's going on in the world today, health is the most important thing in the world. Without health, so I appreciate the sports med people at CSUN just keeping me healthy. And I'm just thankful I was able to lead the conference in scoring.
Yeah, so many different factors, which you obviously attested to, that play a pivotal role in a player's development over the course of his career. We're here with Terrell Gomez, though. Terrell, thank you for joining us on the Next One's Network. We appreciate having you, man. We'd love to have you back, and obviously, good luck at San Diego State.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.